order. Roll call of aldermen.
Alderman Kinsella.
Here.
Alderman Hazel.
Here.
Alderwoman Pusa. Here. Alderwoman Duco. Here. Alderman Randall. Here. Alderman Ferguson. Here. Alderman Anthony. Here. Alderman Ovian. Here. Alderman Dintelman. Here. Alderwoman Schaefer. Here. Alderwoman Steele.
Here.
Alderman Rothweiler.
Here.
Alderman Elmore. Alderman Weigand.
Here.
Alderman Wiggington.
Here.
Alderman Barfield.
Here.
Alderman Elmore is excused. Roll call of department heads.
City Treasurer Hart.
Here.
City Attorney Horner. Police Chief Bill Clay. Fire Chief Tom Poor. Finance Director Jamie Matrit. City Engineer Tim Gregowitz. Director of Maintenance Ken Vaughn. Human Resource Director Sherry Faber-Salvatore. Director of Public Works Jason Poole. Director of Wastewater Royce Carlisle. Interim Director of Residential and Commercial Development Services Anissa McCaskill. Director of Library Leander Spearman.
Okay, Chief Clay is excused. He had a vacation day yet today. Chief Poor had a vacation day. He's excused. Kenny Vaughn asked to be excused tonight, but he worked today. And we had, who else? Royce is excused. And Garrett's excused, and Brian Flynn is here. Garrett's locked in his office taking care of some stuff for the city that has to be turned in tomorrow. And Sherry, really, I told her she's not mandated to come while she went part-time, unless there's a situation that we need her. Anybody else I missed?
Nope.
Okay, that kind of sums up where everybody's at. Welcome to anyone who's new this evening. If we have any, Randy Smith and Bud Jacob are here for their bosses who are excused tonight. If we would happen to have a storm, the police officers are in the back of the room, or city staff's everywhere, but we would go across the lobby to the door across from the city clerk's desk and go downstairs. If we had a fire, we'd ask that you take the closest exit and get yourself outside, but we would ask if possible you'd go to the in front of the courthouse, maybe show up by the sign so we could make sure the people you were with got out. Okay, that goes over the disaster rules. At this time, if everybody's able, if you would stand and join me with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Lily, I'm sorry, I forgot I was going to have you lead the pledge. I'm sorry. I figured if you came to this meeting, okay. At this time, we have no public hearing this evening. Is there anyone interested in public participation? Anyone like to address the council tonight? Okay, hearing none, I will close public participation, and I will move on to presentations, recognitions, and appointments. At this time, as we do each month, I'd like to recognize the character word of the month, and this month it's fairness. Fairness meaning playing by the rules, being open-minded, and not taking advantage. So the word for the month of June is fairness. At this time, I'd like to ask, you should have it in your packet, to consider my appointment to the library board of Gregory Turner to serve a 3-year term on the library board, a vacancy that was left by Victoria Weigand. Do I hear a motion for that request? Alderman Schaefer, second by Alderman Pusa. Any discussion on this recommendation? Roll call.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Hazel.
Aye.
Pusa. Aye. Duco. Aye. Randall. Aye. Ferguson. Aye. Anthony. Aye. Ovian. Aye. Dintelman. Aye. Schaefer.
Aye.
Steele.
Aye.
Rothweiler.
Aye.
Weigand.
Aye.
Wiggington.
Aye.
Barfield.
Aye.
Motion carries. This time we go to the approval of the minutes. I'd ask for consideration to approve the minutes, City Council meeting minutes of May 20th, 2019. Do I hear a motion? Alderman Dintelman, seconded by Wiggington. Any additions or corrections to the minutes? All in favor of receiving and filing the minutes signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We go to the claims, payroll, and disbursements. I'd ask for a motion to approve the claims and disbursements in the amount of $2,434,826.60 and the payroll in the amount of $911,929.21. Do I hear a motion? Alderman Schaefer, do I hear a second? Alderman Duco, do I hear any discussion on these, on the claims or payroll disbursements? Hearing none, roll call.
Hazel.
Aye.
Pusa.
Aye.
Duco. Randall.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Anthony.
Aye.
Ovian. Dintelman.
Aye.
Schaefer.
Aye.
Steele.
Aye.
Rothweiler.
Aye.
Weigant.
Aye.
Wiggington.
Aye.
Barfield.
Aye.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Motion carries. We go to reports. At this time, the Zoning Board of Appeals. Ms. Clerk?
11A1, 22 May 19, Tim Meisner, Sikorsky Signs, a request for a sign installation permit in the area of special control to install signage at 110 Muscuda Avenue for Top Nutrition and Performance, parcel number 08220348007, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the City Code 155.052 and 155.053, Ward 7. Zoning Board unanimously recommended approval.
What's your pleasure on this, on this particular recommendation? Yes, ma'am. Make a motion to approve? To approve the zoning board's recommendation. Is there any stipulations, Jenny? I didn't think I see any. Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Schaefer, second by Alderman Steele. I'm sorry. I'm going to change it to Weigant. He raised his hands and it's his ward. So if he, is there any questions about this recommendation coming from zoning? Okay, hearing no questions, all in favor of approving this recommendation and have the proper ordinance drawn signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next one.
11A2, 23 May 19, Samantha Schaefer, a request for a sign installation permit in the area of special control to install signage at 25 East Main Street, Suite B, for Smoking Aces Salon and Spa, parcel number 08210439027, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the City Code 155.052 and 155.053, Ward 2. Zoning Board unanimously recommended approval.
We make a motion at the.
Motion by Alderman Pusa, second by Alderman Duco to approve that request and that recommendation from zoning in their ward and Ward 2. Any discussion on this item, 11A2? Hearing none, all in favor and have the proper ordinance drawn signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
11A3, 24 May 19, Deppers Auto Body, a request for a special use permit for used motor vehicle sales at 501 South 2nd Street, Unit C, parcel number 08280221001, 08280221002, 08280221003, and 08280221004, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable section of the zoning code 162.248, Ward 5. Zoning Board unanimously recommended approval with the stipulation of a 5-car maximum.
Motion by Alderman Dillman, second by Alderman Schaefer of Ward 5. Any additional questions on that recommendation from zoning? Hearing none, all in favor of approving this signify by saying aye and have the proper ordinance drawn. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
11A4, 25 May 19, Bruce L. Korf, a request for a special use permit for a liquor license at 4204 West Main Street, 4204 Main Street Brewing Company Restaurant and Brew Pub, parcel number 08180215036, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable section of the zoning code 162.248, Ward 8. Zoning Board unanimously recommended approval in the name of the applicant only.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Wiggington, second by Alderman Barfield. Any questions on 11A4? Alderman Randall.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Having been at the zoning board meeting, I'm still looking for clarification with respect to the application here. Are they buying the business? Are they buying the property? Are they buying the business and the property together?
The
That's the first question.
Okay, go ahead.
Second question, okay, is that there are a couple of metal storage units at the front of the property for what used to be originally a Dairy Queen when we were kids, okay, and then most recently Popeyes became part of 4204. My understanding that having been vacant for a couple of years at that location, those storage units should be removed.
And that came up, and I'll explain that as well.
Okay, thank you.
answer most of your questions, Alderman Ovian?
The question I had was, it was agreed that the beer garden, live music, would go ahead and basically cease at 10 p.m. And I just wanted to make sure that that was in the...
I wasn't at the zoning board. Was that discussed at the zoning board? And I'm not gonna lie, it's been a question at times, and we've worked on that, and that's probably a good recommendation. And Mr. Karff, you're here? Do you want to explain the, what you're in the process? I know that our attorney is working with the Kennedys and even, I think, talking to your joint attorney, but you want to explain to them to answer the question. You're in the process of buying the property and the business, correct? Correct. So I just want to make sure that nothing's changed since we talked last. You understand about the 10 p.m. Outside music and that? I'm going to be honest with you, I have not had a complaint to my office in over a year. So I think it's been much better than when they first started it. I think we've got that under control, but we certainly need to be conscious of neighbors. And then the last thing, I had told my staff when they come and do the inspection for the commercial occupancy, that I had asked them to put on their list, because those trailers, we have had numerous comments, and they're empty now, right? So that would be something, a stipulation I think we want to include, to have them removed within 30 days of your taking ownership or whatever.
Okay, we're talking specifically about the two that are
The two that are on Main Street by the old Popeyes.
there are actually three of them.
Okay, I didn't look. Is there one in the back there too?
There's one for stores that we do use with the beer garden, and it's kind of tucked way back in behind everybody.
Well, if it's tucked behind the building, the two that we're seeing is the ones that are out front.
Okay, that's what I was making sure.
So I think everybody agrees. That will make everybody, and even people who call, that'll make them happy. Okay, I'm sorry, Nissa?
In terms of the outdoor music after 10 p.m., it was specifically stated in the recommendation of the zoning board that should be a stipulation. However, in looking at what was forwarded, that stipulation was not included to give to the city attorney. So if you're going to approve it, I did want to clarify that that was a stipulation that was recommended at zoning board, but for whatever reason, it was not included in the draft ordinance, and I just caught that when the discussion was going on.
And I'll check with Garrett, but I think I can put that stipulation on the liquor license.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I think we've done it in that case there. So that's probably where, and that's why sometimes the patio hours and the music and that usually comes down to the liquor license, and I make that call. So we'll just be aware that it's going to be 10 o'clock for the music, et cetera. Roger?
And Alderman Barfield and I are very, very happy that it's staying open, staying in our ward, and ongoing
Yeah.
business. And you're right, over last year, we've had no complaints, but a couple years before that,
A couple years ago.
we were getting a lot of complaints.
We had some
And
growing
you know that,
pains.
you're in the restaurant business. But you just got to be cognizant of your neighbors, and, but thank you for staying. We appreciate it.
No, it's going to be good. Okay, so we have a motion, correct, and a second. And just to understand again, the zoning board didn't really have any stipulations, but we are recommending in this motion that the music be cut off at 10. We can put that into the motion. And also that the two trailers in the front of the old Popeyes, it's one parcel now, so it's got the same address it should have for 911 purposes. But it's the two brown painted trailers in the front, those storage units, they would be removed hopefully within 30 days of Mr. Karff's taking ownership, okay? Is there any other questions? I'm going to call for a roll call vote because it's kind of added some stuff here.
Pusa.
Aye.
Duco.
Aye.
Randall.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Anthony.
Aye.
Ovian.
Aye.
Dintelman.
Aye.
Schaefer.
Aye.
Steele.
Aye.
Rothweiler.
Aye.
Wygant.
Aye.
Wigington.
Aye.
Barfield.
Aye.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Hazel.
Aye.
Motion carries, and later in the meeting, just a few minutes, we'll address the ordinance. So we'll be fine. Okay, so that takes care of that. We go to communications,
Can I read them together?
Yes, please.
please.
12A, amended request from Belleville Main Street to host a sizzling summer sale on Friday, July 26th and Saturday, July 27th, 2019, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Note, dates change from July 27th and 28th. 12B, OWNA Community 5K, 11/9/2019. Request from the Belleville Running Club to host a 5K in Ogles neighborhood Saturday, November 9th, 2019, 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No street closures and request of 2 race in progress signs.
Do I hear a motion to approve the communications as just read? Alderman Schaefer, second by Diddleman. That's communications 12A and 12B. If there's no additional corrections or additional questions, all in favor of those 2 motions signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Petitions, we have none. Resolutions, we have none. I'd ask for a motion to read by title only ordinance 8340, 8341, 8342, and 8343. Do I hear a motion? By title only, Alderman. Can we read them as a group?
Sure.
Alderman Wiggington made the motion and seconded by Schaefer by title only and as a group. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
15A, ordinance 8340, 2019, a zoning ordinance, 22 May 19, Tim Meisner, Sikorsky signs. 15B, ordinance 8341, 2019, a zoning ordinance, 23 May 19, Samantha Schaefer. 15C, ordinance 8342, 2019, a zoning ordinance, 24 May 19, Deppers Auto Body. 15D, ordinance 8343, 2019, a zoning ordinance, 25 May 19, Bruce L. Corf.
Do I hear a motion to approve those ordinances? Alderman Schaefer, and second by Alderman Steele, and that is to approve ordinance 8340, 8341, 8342, and 8343, noting the comments we made about 8343 during the meeting, okay? Any additional questions? Roll call.
Duco? Randall? Ferguson? Anthony? Ovian? Dintelman? Schaefer? Steele? Rothweiler? Weigant? Wiggington? Barfield? Kinsella? Hazel? Pusa?
Those motions, those ordinances all pass. We turn the page. Unfinished business, I don't know of any. Miscellaneous and new business. I'd ask for a motion to approve of motor fuel claims in the amount of $5,282.57. Alderman Ferguson, second by Hazel. Any discussion on the motor fuel claims? Roll call.
Randall? Ferguson? Anthony? Ovian? Dintelman? Schaefer? Steele? Rothweiler? Weigant? Wiggington? Barfield? Kinsella? Hazel? Pusa? Duco?
Motion carries. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd ask for a motion to go into executive session. The only thing I have, you don't have anything from Garrett, is really to discuss personnel. I don't think we have any litigation or anything else this evening. Do I hear a motion? Alderman Randall. Do I hear a second? Alderman Schaefer. All in favor of going into executive session for the purpose of discussing personnel signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. There will be a possible motion when we come out, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I'll leave, Matt. She came back. Okay. At this time, we're back in open session, and I'd ask at this time if there's someone willing to make a motion pertaining to my recommendation and appointment of Scott Markovich to the Director of IT position. Okay?
I
Mary?
make a motion to approve the mayor's appointment of Scott A. Markovich as Director of IT, effective immediately, pursuant to Section 31.056 of the city's revised Code of Ordinances, and finding that such position requires technical training or knowledge is set forth in the applicable job description within the meaning of Section 31.031, parenthesis A, of the city's revised Code of Ordinances.
Motion by Alderman Steele, second by Alderman Pusa. Do I hear discussion on this recommendation? Hearing none, I'd call for a roll call vote.
Ferguson? Anthony? Ovian? Dintelman? Schaefer? Steele? Rothweiler? Weigant? Wiggington? Barfield? Kinsella? Hazel? Pusa? Duco? Randall?
Motion carries. Scott, congratulations. It's unanimous, and you can come back tomorrow.
show up tomorrow.
Yeah, show up tomorrow again, or if they call you in the middle of the night. But you don't have to call me unless you need me. Okay, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have any other business. Can I hear a motion to adjourn? Chris Rothweiler, second by Carmen Duco. If there's no further questions, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Good night. Go Blues.
The Blues are winning.